In this video, you're going to learn how to use Augment to make an augmented reality onto your phone. So it's going to be a two-parter, one onto the computer and one when you're on your phone. I'll be showing you on the Android, but it's very similar to what the iPhone will be. You'll just be using the App Store and going through your iPhone's interface instead. So once you have exported your SketchUp file as an STL file and you have it downloaded as you just saw before, you need to come to augment.com, as we'll be using this as our site. Now once you get here, you're gonna say get started. As I've already got started before, I don't need to create an account. So you'll just create an account with your DET email. So that is my DET email. So whatever your first name dot last name, if you have a number, and do @education.newsouthwales.gov.au. Then create a username for yourself and a password. This will be the same credentials you'll need to put into your phone later. So as I already have one, I'm just going to log in now. So once you have logged in, you should come to a screen like this. Otherwise, it will go to a screen that looks like models, which will look like this. Now, as this is a paid software, what you'll need to do is get the education for free, 14-day free trial. So you'll just click on here, it will say free trial, and you just put in your details in terms of your first name, your last name, and what school you're at. You do not have to put any credit card details or anything like that. So they will not charge you after those 14 free days. So you'll only have to get that 14 free days for this task that we're doing. We will not need it anymore. So once you have done that, you come to all models, and we're going to be adding a model. So if you can find your STL file, you can either find it through the Finder, or you can come to add models and then find it through your downloads. So you're looking for that STL file. I have it right here, and I'm just going to press open. And what it will do, it will upload it to your Augment account. It'll upload it STL, it'll process the 3D model, it'll render it and everything like that. Now the problem is, because we only have the free STL, we will not have textures on it. But this is still a great way to compare your furniture with your creative design in SketchUp. So once it is done, make sure you say it was in millimeters instead of meters, because it will preset to meters and you worked in millimeters, and then you can confirm that unit. And then you'll notice that it has created your SketchUp file into Augment, and you can have a look. So the great thing about here, when we get to our phone, you can either open up the model through your phone, or we can scan the QR code to save you putting it through your phone. So it could be a lot easier. Now I'm going to switch over to my phone, and I'm going to now show you the process. Okay, so once you are on your phone, it's time to go to the Play Store or App Store to download that software. So you need to go to your Play Store, say for example, and type in Augment. And it should be the first one on your screen. Otherwise it looks like this. It has the cube. It's called Augment 3D Augmented Reality. You will need to install this software. It's all free. And then once it's done, you need to open it up. So once you open it up, it should come up with just this screen like this. It'll have some My Models, Explore, Bookmarks, Background, and Scan. Now, if you want, you can just use the Scan feature. Go to your file on augment.com, and you should be able to scan your QR code if it loads. So you can scan that QR code. It will go to the website. And then it should display your object once we place it in the world. And there it is. So that's one method of doing it. You can move it, you can resize it by pinching, you can twist it around as well. And then if you want to put it back to its normal size, you can press that arrows on the left. And then what you're going to do, you're going to place it onto next to your the original object and just take a photo on the right. Okay. Now the other way of doing this, if you do not want to do it that way, is that when you're on this app, at the top right you see human. You can click on that, press log in, and then this is where you type in your email address that you made. Now once you have logged in, it's got your username. should say all models, and if you click in there, you should have your file as well. You can do the same thing as the QR code, click on it, and then you should have your object. It's a lot easier to load, it's quicker to load because it's coming from the cloud, and then you can do the same things as before. So I want you to do that. I want you to insert your augmented furniture, and I want you to put that next to your actual furniture, and then I want you to complete the worksheet based on comparing your designs.